flames will print life-changing games. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future's looking trendy. Body dive, rocky that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got a fashion. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurgeon on the chips that I gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end? On the screen, situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent, system market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, we're printing life-changing games. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future's looking trendy. Body dive, rocky that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got a fashion. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurgeon on the chips that I gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent, system market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we print reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, we're printing life-changing games. Tandies, everybody chasing tandies. Hey, I run in everything, the future's looking trendy. Body dive, rocky that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got a fashion. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurgeon on the chips that I gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent, system market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending tandies. Markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body die, robbie that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got a fashion. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we bring reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body die, robbie that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got a fashion. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we bring reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body die, robbie that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got a fashion. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing Markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I run in everything, the future's looking trendy. Body die, robbie that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we bring reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I run in everything, the future's looking trendy. Body die, robbie that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we bring reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I run in everything, the future's looking trendy. Body die, robbie that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, smirk, it got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing world, San Antonio. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we bring reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm printing life-changing gains. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I running everything, the future looking trendy. Body die, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new rotation, market got obsession. Yeah, gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Futures spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? We're building something massive, but nobody agrees. Staying silent since the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandis, now the whole world's sending Tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we bring reality. Yeah, markets making all-time highs.
Good morning, morning everyone on YouTube and Discord. You guys hear me and see me? Morning. Yes? Okay, awesome. You guys like that intro? A friend made it with AI. I'm gonna make more songs like that for the intros. That's awesome. Morning. What are you guys watching for today? For me, it's like always. Yes, NQ, pre-market lows and highs, previous days lows and highs, 4 levels only. Easy. 4 levels only. Oh, I like Microsoft also. Microsoft is inside a huge range and it has a big head and shoulder. Inverse head and shoulder, I'm sorry. So I like this pullback that it's giving us pre-market. It can really hold it. I like it for a pullback long inside the gap for a move toward 480. That would be awesome. Hopefully it doesn't happen. It doesn't do what Meta did. I don't know what happened with Meta yesterday. It just bleed all day. Yeah, horrendous price action on Meta. Meta is always like that. I hate trading Meta. But I'm holding my Meta shares. I do not like trading Meta or Amazon. I know I'm early. I'm early today. It's just like I don't trade the first few minutes of the market open, so no reason for me to be here at 9. But I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to be earlier. I know I'm always at 9:30 or maybe 9:35 on the stream. Okay, let's see if we have data coming up today. We do have data at 10. Yeah, we have data at 10. RDDT, let me check that. That's Reddit, right? Yeah. It looks pretty good if can hold yesterday's highs as support. I can see that's a big level that it needs to hold. So far it's rejecting it, so you want to see Reddit holding that level. If it can hold that level, I think it has a lot of potential for a lot of upside. I think with AI and the changes that they've been doing with the privacy and settings and all that, I think Reddit can have huge future. It's not only gonna be a weird website. They're gonna start selling your data, so they're gonna make a lot of money off of you. So yeah, the stocks has a lot of potential if can hold yesterday highs as support. Let me check my baby hood. Looking pretty good. I'm looking for a move to all-time highs on hood. That's why I have a lot of shares, and I also bought lips. So yeah, hood, beautiful. Palantir is another one that I love. Look at this beauty. Yeah, Palantir was an easy deep buy. Look at this huge opportunity here to buy Palantir. Easy. Same thing with Oracle also. I told you Oracle, I told you like 1,000 times that I was buying Oracle because I thought it was a huge opportunity with a very stable, huge company going down this much. It's a no-brainer to buy shares. I mean, Oracle is not gonna disappear ever. Well, I don't know ever, but not anytime soon. Well, whenever you have a huge, like stable tech businesses or stocks that are going down so much like these on Oracle, it's like no-brainer to buy shares. Good morning. Sound is not the best. Okay, people on Discord, can you guys hear music on the background? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, I know you guys on YouTube can hear. Okay, so it's the music. I don't know, whenever I put music in the background, Discord sound is horrendous. So I took out, turn off the music, and I guess you guys can hear me better now. Yeah, it was the music. Music in the background. Discord doesn't like that. Okay. I guess we're gonna have a quiet stream today on YouTube. No music. You guys will sing for me? Awesome. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. Yeah, Oracle, beautiful, beautiful deep buy opportunity. It was a no-brainer. buying shares on Oracle. Look at this beautiful, beautiful downtrend here. Right at the 120, 140 level. Easy buy, guys. Again, whenever you see a huge tech stable company going down a lot, like you guys remember AMD also when it was going down a lot, people were complaining, everyone was crying, and I was like, I'm gonna buy. I'm buying. Yeah, it was last year. Look at it where AMD is at right now. I I don't think also this is not normal. This type of bullish move. It's a parabolic bullish move. It looks like a penny stock. But again, every time you see a company going lower, stable tech company, it's a huge opportunity to buy shares. Um, that is exactly why I bought Hood. That is exactly why I bought Palantir and Hims also. Hims a little different because it's not a tech company, but if you guys have been paying attention what is going on with peptides and how everyone now is using peptides, Hims is gonna make a lot of money off of it. That's the future. But I like more tech companies. This is probably a 50-50, but I do like Hims now a lot. I used to not like it at all. No, I would not stop out of my shares on Palantir. Palantirs are, I'm already up a lot on Palantir. Like I bought around 180, 185. I even bought at 125 because I had a bunch of orders between 130 and 120. So I'm already up a lot on Palantir. Even if it goes to, I don't know, 50, 70, huge opportunity to buy. I don't know if it's gonna go ever back down to 70. Maybe, who knows? But oh yeah. Okay, let me see what Amazon is doing. Pulling back to previous all-time highs. Nice pullback here on Amazon. I do not like trading Amazon. I do not trade Amazon or Meta. Like I don't like trading Amazon or Meta. They're both move horrendous. Check CRM. Oh, what a nice bounce here. CRM was also an opportunity to buy the dip around 170. I still think it's pretty bullish. It's been down a lot, but CRM is a software company, maybe, right? So software companies right now are a little bit tricky because if those companies don't adapt to AI, they're gonna die. Let's go with the main one, SPY and QQQ. Same thing that I do with ES and NQ. I've been looking only previous day highs and lows, pre-market highs and lows. And for me, I think that's all you need, to be honest. To day trade. To swing trade, it's completely different, but to day trade, yeah, that's all you need. And we're back inside Friday's range. Yesterday we moved inside Friday's range all morning until I left. I left the stream, I took my money, and the market went crazy. Some tech stocks starting to get a bit irrational. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would not like I've been asked so many times what do I think about MU, and I'm like, it's too late. Forget about it. Just put alert on previous all-time highs. Previous all-time highs always get retest. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it always get retest. So I have my previous all-time highs alert on MU, and I'm not even looking at it because it's insane to buy here. Maybe it never comes back, who knows? But same thing with AMD. If AMD had a really bad bearish move for like 6 months on 2024, and even on 2025 also had a little bit of bearish momentum, that can happen again with a pullback if the entire market needs a pullback. Like, we know that, right? Every time we have a crazy parabolic move, I don't know when this bullish move is gonna end, but one day we're gonna have a pullback to previous all-time highs, and I'm gonna be ready for it. Let's see, Nvidia, beautiful 210 hold. Yeah, yesterday was Nvidia was easy money yesterday. I told you guys 210 hold and the VWAP hold. That was easy. But Nvidia, it's been moving horrendous, very choppy. But yesterday was pretty nice, and it broke the downtrend that it had. So now we could start seeing Nvidia. I can see Nvidia going back to all-time highs. Like, it broke the little downtrend that it had here for the past 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. It broke that downtrend with a very strong bullish engulfing candle. You guys know by yesterday explanation how to read that. And yeah, broke the trend. Most likely I can see Nvidia going back to all-time highs. NQ has a the market is open. Ding ding ding. Let's make some money. Let's be patient today. Oh, ooh, okay. Let's be patient and smart with our trades today. Let's only think about getting good setups, not the money. The money's gonna come if we only trade good setups. Okay. We have nasty reaction on NQ. Yes, holding pretty nicely. We have Apple strong so far, Nvidia pulling back. Yeah. Yes, it's very strong. Very interesante. Are we gonna have today a pullback to previous day low or pre-market low like we're having every single morning now? Every single morning is a pretty much NQ. It's been doing exactly the same thing. Pullback to pre-market low or previous day's low, and then it rips. IWM. Let's see what the Russell is doing. Oh yeah. Whoa. What's going on with the Russell? Okay, that's why ES is so strong compared to NQ. The Russell is flying. Look at that 5-minute candle. That is huge. It's almost engulfing the entire yesterday's move. I would love to see NQ going down to yesterday's lows or pre-market lows. They're pretty much the same. And let's see if ES can go to pre-market highs. Nine green days in a row. Whoa. I feel like whenever we're gonna get the pullback that the market needs, it's gonna be huge. Huge. We are inside Friday's range, which it was the same range that the market moved yesterday morning. And we have data coming up also, so I'm gonna wait for data to come out. 30K? Yeah, maybe. But we're kind of far from 30K. Who here is trading futures and who's trading options? Or who trades both? F? Oh, futures. Okay. Both. Futures, both. You trade Pokemons? Okay. If you trade both, do you day trade futures and swing trade options? Like I do? Then options, futures, both. Cash at the end of the day with options. If you're day trading options, why? Sell options, trade shares. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Futures they trade, options they trade, and swing. If you're day trading, I honestly don't recommend you to day trade options. Just go with futures. If you're swing trading, go with options. Because it made me 300K over the past year. That is not a reason why. Mm, You are only showing off. I trade my time to empty out my bank account. What do you recommend for DTE for option swings? It depends because it's gonna depend on a lot of things. Like, if you're looking for a small move, it depends like how the stock that you're trading move. Like a move, if you're looking to swing trade, let's just say, Apple is not the same thing as swing trading Tesla, right? Apple most of the time move like maybe 2 points per day max. For Tesla can move 10. So that's gonna depend on what you're trading, also what type of move you're looking for, um how big it's gonna be the move that you're looking for. So, but I have a rule. If, well, I don't do this anymore because I don't really trade much options, only when I'm looking for a huge move, a possible big move. So for a big swing trade. But if not, if it is Monday and Tuesday, I can buy for the same week. If it is Wednesday, I start buying for next week. So Monday and Tuesday I can buy same week contracts. If it is Wednesday, I buy next week's contracts. But again, it's gonna depend on what type of move you're looking for, because I bought 2028 contract for Hood and Palantir, right? But my main position are shares. I I tried to trade Meta Friday, when it was it, Thursday, and I bought a month. I think it was 3 weeks out contracts. And I also find it a little bit scary, swing trading like for a couple of days options with this news driven market. and that's why I'm mostly buying shares, and I'm not swing trading much options. Failed retest setting up. What failed retest? Not much going on so far. We have data in like 17 minutes. I'm gonna wait for that unless I see a very nice move towards pre-market highs or lows of previous day highs and lows on ES and NQ. SMH, let's see. Needs to break pre-market highs. SMH. Where will you like to add more Palantir share? I would love to add more if it goes to 70. I don't think it's gonna go there anytime soon. I don't need to add more, to be honest. Like, it's very far from my entry already. $30 far from my entry. Well, for my entry this year, because I've been buying Palantir for the last 3 years. Watch out, Apple, if can hold the VWAP. It has very strong push at open and then pull back to the VWAP, and it looks like it's flagging. Nvidia is having trouble holding. SMH need to hold pre-market highs as support. QQQ, very nice pre-market low hold and bounce. That was great. Yeah. I talked about Microsoft already. Gap closure, Discord alert, that works. Okay. Thank you, Raw. Yes, open with a gap above. Let's see if it's gonna fill it. Oh yeah, look at that move on Nvidia. Pull back to PDH and then boom boom. You took that, Robin. Awesome. Yeah. Really nice. Pre-market low hold on SPY and QQQ. Ugh. We have data in 12. And then I'm gonna wait for that. And I want to see how NQ's gonna react to pre-market highs. Do I use order flow? No, I only use what you guys see here on the screen. No order flow, only price action. I only read price action. No volume, no ICT, just simple reading of candlesticks and my levels. I don't think you need any of that fancy stuff. Where's the music? I can't put music today because I'm filling in on a Discord, and Discord sound is terrible when I put music in the background. So yeah, it's gonna be boring without music. Yeah, Nvidia is gonna go to all-time highs again. I don't know if that's gonna happen today, but definitely looks like it wants to retest that level. You guys already making money? Damn, you're fast. Are on DCD score, yeah. Yeah, we have data in 9 minutes. I like that EF is trying to break this little, well, it broke this little downtrend. And I also like that NQ is trying to retest pre-market highs. I want to see how it's gonna react there. If it can break that, maybe with data, I'm gonna look for a break and retest to the upside there for a possible retest of yesterday highs. So that's what I'm looking here on NQ. Yes, it's kind of in the middle of the channel. Yeah, it's too far from pre-market highs and and also too far from pre-market lows. We had Jolts at 10. Yeah, Nvidia is very, very strong today. Nvidia pretty strong. Apple is just consolidating, not doing much after the strong push at open. Microsoft pulled back to support. I like this Microsoft pullback above 440. I like it a lot, but that 30-minute candle is ugly. I'm gonna keep watching Microsoft. Okay, so NQ is going for pre-market highs. Big level to watch here. What's gonna happen with data there? If you caught that pullback long at pre-market lows on SPY and QQQ, you should be done for today. You don't need anything else. And make sure you don't give back your money the rest of the day. 5 minutes for data. So far, NQ reacting pre-market highs. That's a big level. I'm watching here. Yes, still not doing much. Yeah. Um. If you're struggling with trading, what do you think is your biggest trouble? Like, where do you think you're missing something, or you need a little bit of help with? Not letting winners run? Okay. I hear that so much. Not letting winners run. A lot of times not letting winners run. The problem is that you don't have a good entry or a good trade. A lot of times is that patience, scaling into winners. Well, I don't scale into winners. Like, I just buy at my level and then that's it. I don't scale in. Expectations. What do you mean with expectations? Keeping a position in drawdown that has not crossed the stop loss level. Yeah, bad entry, tilt. I'm great at managing risk, but I'm so quick to take profits. Okay. Expectations. If you have problems with not holding your winner front, I have watched yesterday's stream because I think yesterday's stream it is a perfect example of patience, making a plan, understanding how to really read price action, and how to hold your winners longer, how to know your entry, your PT, and your stop loss. So, if you're having trouble doing any of that, and really understanding why you see someone entering a trade and you don't really understand what's behind it, watch yesterday's stream. Like it really, I know I'm not biased, but yesterday was a perfect example of all that because I missed the first trade that I wanted to enter. And then I had to be really, really patient to wait for another good entry, which we got it, and we nailed the entry, the stop loss, the price, the reading of the price action, everything. And after I got out of the trade, um I make a very in-depth explanation of everything because a lot of times I take a trade and I forget. Well, I don't forget. It's just like my mind is going through a bunch of things that I can see on the chart, but maybe I'm not very vocal about it because I've been doing this for so long that I don't really think about like that other people don't see this, right? So and I make an entire explanation everything that I see and I check for every time I look for a trade and I enter a trade and then when I'm holding a trade and then when I exit a trade. So if you have trouble trading or holding your runners or looking for a good A plus setups or reading price action, go to yesterday's stream, go and watch before I took the trade because I explained you guys that I missed the entry that I wanted and I'm human and I was feeling FOMO and then how I was looking for another entry and then again after it I sold and I think I make like 16,000. I gave you guys the entire explanation and everything. So go watch yesterday's stream. It was pretty good. I know I'm not biased, but it was very nice. It was pretty good. You have it bookmark? Yeah, it was a very nice explanation after the trade. Yes. Okay, I like this NQ hold. It looks pretty good. It's holding pre-market highs. Broke that level. It's pulling back. Let's see if it's really, really gonna hold it. It's trying to. You have an issue waiting for a setup? Yeah, that happens. Like, again, we're only humans. We're gonna feel FOMO. We're gonna get mad if we get wicked out of a trade, if we miss a trade, like, that's gonna happen. But let's make sure it doesn't happen too often, right? But yeah, watch that yesterday's stream. You just need to it's like a 1 hour and a half video, but you just look for when I enter a trade and then go before I enter a trade. Well, no, you can watch when I enter a trade, watch the trade, and then after I close the trade, I give you this entire explanation of the trade I missed, why I entered that trade, what I was looking for, my stop loss, my PT, how I was reading the candlesticks, and why I entered there. So you have everything there. And you can take that sample of trade for pretty much everything. You can make even a checklist for your trades. Yeah, I like this NQ hold. I'm gonna try it. Let's see. I want to see Enki holding this level. Is Tradeovate for you guys like the charts completely different? Like the candlesticks are completely different to TradingView? Because mine is, which is no bueno. Yeah, wait. My Tradeovate candles are different than TradingView. Yeah, the 5 minutes on NQ, yeah, that's what I'm watching here on Tradeovate, and the candles are different compared to TradingView. Oh, Gabe keeps killing it. She's the GOAT. Okay, this hold is looking pretty good so far. Yeah, I'm long here. Beautiful, beautiful trade so far. Yep, yep, yep. I definitely like this. We could have a little bit of resistance here around 620. But if NQ can break these, I think it's boom boom time. Beautiful. Yeah, needs to break 620, 622. Nvidia pulling back. Watch out if Microsoft can break the VWAP. Yep. Nice hold there. I'm gonna sell one just to lock some profits. My entry was pre-market highs hold. My stop loss is if that trade is no longer valid. That means if it cannot hold that support, is not valid, my trade. I'm looking for a move towards yesterday highs, PVH. I did sold one contract around 620. I can do two things. I either sell everything here and then wait for another break and retest at this level, right? So that will be two trades, or I can just hold my position as long as we keep just holding here. So just pick one. Which one do you wanna do? I think both are valid. Which expiration am I buying? I'm not trading options. You guys can see here that I'm trading micros on NQ, that futures. You have it on my screen, in your screen also, because you're on YouTube. Nvidia looks like it's just pulling back to the VWAP. Microsoft is waking up, but it needs to break the VWAP. And Apple is just flagging. Okay, beautiful, beautiful breakout here on NQ. Yep. Beautiful trade, guys. Congrats if you took it with me. Beautiful trade. This is all we need. Yeah, boom boom time. Beautiful. Who took it with me? That was easy. Easy break and retest off of pre-market highs. Will I add to this trade? Not really. I'm not the type of person that I add to my trades. I don't like adding to my trades. I know other traders add to their winners. I do not like adding to my trade. I'm very picky with my entries. Like I like entering my full position at my support if I'm going long or at my resistance if I'm going short. Like I do not like adding to my position if I'm like for day trading. For swing trading and if I'm buying shares, yes, I can add to my position. But day trading, it doesn't work for me, at least for me. But if you want to add, again, what I explained before, you can wait for this. That's another very valid trade there. Yeah, I want to see this 5 minute candle closing strong. Is there a reason you choose pre-market high as a level for entry? I'm been trading only pre-market highs, lows, previous day highs and lows. 4 levels to watch. I watch 4 levels. I make trades on two how to say, just NQ and ES. And I like to keep it simple. And why I entered there, we had a very clear break and retest there. You have a breakout and then pulls back and it shows you that previous resistance now acting as support. So it's technical analysis 101. Whenever you have a resistance then act as support, that's your entry. E Let's see if this candle can hold 620. I don't want to see NQ going back down here. I want to see it hold this candle holding here. Yep, just like that. Yes. Not like that. Nvidia holding for the next leg. Yeah, it looks like if it keeps holding the VWAP, yeah, you can. This could be a just pullback opportunity to keep going higher. It looks like it's flagging, trying to retest the VWAP and pre-market highs. And it's pulling back slowly, so that's what you want to see on a pullback. Okay. Can NQ hold here? Okay, if this candle can close here, that's exactly what I want to see. Awesome. Okay, this is a beautiful, perfect example of why I like waiting for the candle to close to make a decision. And also, I don't like putting hard stop losses on my trades. Because I wanted to see NQ holding 620, right? And the candle, indeed candle went way lower, but it closed holding it. Let's see if this is gonna be a 3-bar play here. Microsoft looking okay to enter. What did I say about Microsoft? Why would be a good entry? A VWAP hold. Is it holding the VWAP or is rejecting the VWAP? Do I need to have a hard stop loss on futures? No. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see, we have SMH and Nvidia pulling back, both holding the VWAP. So that's important to watch. That's definitely gonna help NQ to see if it's gonna hold here or it's gonna give back this move. I don't like that move. That's a huge engulfing candle. Bearish engulfing candle. That is no bueno at all. Apple is breaking out. We're still holding pre-market highs. SMH, it's about to lose the VWAP. I think that's why NQ is moving like this. Yeah, I don't like that move. Let's see if we cannot hold here. I'm out. What was that? What was that? And if we can hold here again, I like it a lot. Oh, we got war news. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, I gotta stop out there. Wong, 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 wong. We got news. Thank you. It was a beautiful trade. If it wasn't because we got news. But again, that's the market we're trading in right now. You can hold it too long with NQ because it will always take it back. Not really. We got a really nice trade yesterday. It's just the market, we got news. We can't do anything about news. Well, we got a good trade. Yeah, it was a very good trade. Sadly, we got news. It was a very small loss because I took some profits at highs. Let's move on to another one. If we can find another good trade. Because we're far from, at least yes, very far from pre-market highs and lows, previous highs and lows. NQ still could turn around, and hold again pre-market highs. We'll see if that happens, because sometimes we see that when we get move with news. Yeah, it did scale out on the way up. That's why the loss is so small here. I always like doing that. That's why I buy multiple contracts. Doesn't matter how good the trade looks, I always like to lock some profits. Guys, it was just news. There's no technical analysis on news. It was war news. That happens. And it's part of this market. And all we gotta do is adapt. Let's see if we have another hold of this level. Nvidia is battling the VWAP. Same thing with SMH. Same thing with QQQ. Yeah, SPY VWAP is holding pretty nicely. Are we gonna have another hold here? This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I want to see a strong push here. This candle closing above that level, and then maybe the next one giving me a pullback. Yeah, and if that happens, it means the market, like the price action, is still very bullish. It just pull it back because of news. Yeah, I do watch Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon to kind of know how NQ is gonna move next. I mean, if you watch a top 4 QQQ holdings, you're kind of can guess where NQ is gonna go. Okay. What is this on ES? You guys also have it on your chart? What is this long wick on ES? That's insane. Huh? You don't have it? Okay. Okay, thank you for stopping me out. Thank you. Oh, you two have it? Yeah. What is that? Okay. Yeah, it still yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's see, we want to see this 5-minute candle closing strong. Mhm. Give me a little pullback here. Go lower. Go lower. Okay. Okay, let's see if this time it's for real. Hmm, Screen is frozen. Let's see. No, it's working. It's working on YouTube. Oh no, it's not working on YouTube. Why? I don't know why the screen is frozen. Okay, it's not frozen anymore. I think it's working now. Yes. Okay, we're back to green. Thank you, NQ. Thank you, News. Thank you, Warren, for stopping me out. Can we now retest all-time highs? Please? Pretty please? Okay. We're looking good so far. I think we need EF to break pre-market highs. Doo, doo, doo. Yeah, not the best PA today. Okay, I like this better. This hold is looking way better now. Uh, yes, I'm long NQ. Same trade that I took before. Exactly same trade. Come on, can you just push already? I know you want it. Okay. It's looking way better now. Okay, go. Just do it already. Give it to me. Okay. Sold one there. I'm gonna sell another one because I don't want another BS candle. And I'm gonna sell another one at today's highs. And then I'm gonna leave one runner to see if we can really test all-time highs. Awesome, Matt. Congrats. Beautiful, beautiful day. We have taken two really good trades. Like, I'm not mad about my first trade, to be honest. I think it was a very good trade for me. It's an A+ setup trade. Sometimes you're gonna get a stop out with news. There's nothing you can do about that. That's trading. It's part of the trading journey. We just gotta get used to it and learn how to pretty much deal with the emotions of getting stop out of a trade only for the market to move in your direction. So basically, your technical analysis was correct, but news stop you out of the trade. So again, that's part of the journey. What is that? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the 5. Thank you. 1006? I don't even know what's that. Is that silver? I honestly don't even know what's that. Thank you for the tip. Is that silver? Yeah, I don't really trade silver. I don't trade gold. I don't trade oil. So I can tell you I can see in the charts, but yeah, I don't trade any of that. And to be honest, I don't know what to say about this. This is silver. What's the ticker for silver futures? I don't even know. SI? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. It definitely looks like a head and shoulder. And it's very choppy. That's all I can really say about silver. It's very choppy. Honestly, my recommendation will be just stick with NQ and ES. Or maybe gold. Something that it move easy and it has a lot of volume. Not a sometimes volume, it's a consistency in volume, easy to read. Just make your life easy. Go and always trade the same thing over and over again. It's gonna be way easier for you to understand that ticker. Stocks has personalities, so the more you trade it, the easier it is for you to read it. And yeah, just make your life easy. Don't overcomplicate things. Okay, so I'm still holding some runners. I'm gonna take some profits at this next resistance, and then I'm gonna leave one runner if still looks bullish. Can I check Microsoft? It's Microsoft holding the VWAP. Guys, like, why you guys have no patience? It's Microsoft holding the VWAP. It's not holding the VWAP. So why do you need to check Microsoft every 5 minutes? Like, I told you guys, I wanted to see Microsoft breaking the VWAP. It's not breaking the VWAP. It's on a very clear downtrend today. You can buy shares near 440. You can buy shares. If you want to trade Microsoft options, you need a clear break of the downtrend. It is not breaking the downtrend, so don't try to be don't try to catch the bottom. That is not how you should be trading. You should be trading with the trend. That, again, make your life easy. That's all you need to do. Make your life easy. Just trade with the trend. Yes, it's giving a very nice pullback to the 440 levels, but if you want to day trade Microsoft, you need a VWAP break. That will be a clear indication that it's breaking the downtrend. The VWAP is still pointing down, and your Microsoft is making lower highs and lower lows. So what are we gonna do there? If you want to buy Microsoft for a long-term hold, yes, it's a good opportunity to buy shares. Again, day trading or trading options on Microsoft, you need a clear trend break today. Maybe tomorrow breaks the trend, but today it's on a downtrend. And remember that I always say this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. We're not here to trade, we're here to make money. How do you make money? Trading A+ setups. Trading A+ setups or trading good setups is when you have the highest probability that you're gonna make money. It's just like a business. Trading is just like a business. Do you want to put your money into a failed business, or you want to put money into a business that is clearly working? Okay, NQ, can you just go and move and do something? Go higher already, or you're gonna have me here waiting all day? I feel like it's been forever, but the market it's only been open for 1 hour? No, 1 hour and a half only? Damn, look at ES. Really nice hold and breakout on ES. Pretty strong. It's so funny when you have one that is clearly that is like trading, that is choppy, and then the other one is like stock, and then out of nowhere things turn around, and then you have the one that it was very clearly moving getting stuck and the other one like pushing. Yes, it was very choppy here. And now it's like boom. Maybe because of Nvidia, NQ's having a lot of trouble moving higher. Oh, I got filled on this week here, so I'm holding only one runner now. Okay. This could be another trade here. I'm not gonna take it, but this could be another one on ES. Yeah, clear pre-market highs hold. A pullback here could give you an entry to play the upside continuation. NQ needs to break this little resistance here. Really nice SMH bounce off of the VWAP. We just need Nvidia to wake up. But Nvidia, like I said before, the price action is being so bad. Yesterday was nice, but I would say the past 3-4 months, Nvidia price action has been so choppy. It's so difficult to trade. If NQ just keeps moving inside this range, I'm gonna sell because I don't want to be sitting here all day watching my left runner. My brain is doing this right now. But we can have another move like yesterday. There are so many times that the market is extremely choppy during the stream, and then right when I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm logging off, I'm leaving, and then you have boom, a huge move. Yeah, really nice trade, clear uptrend. BS fake out here with news, but NQ just keeps holding above pre-market high. That's a clear bullish indicator, right? So NQ just need to break this little resistance here, today's highs, and then if can really break that, it's gonna go to PDH. And this can be another trade also. Not my type of trade because the risk to reward is too small for me, but it can definitely be Scalping trade. I think we need NVIDIA. We need NVIDIA to help us with this. Okay. Go NQ, breakout already. Vamos. Okay, this is looking bueno. Crazy 30-minute candle on ES. Come on, NQ, breakout here. Do it. I don't want to see another rejection here. Ah. Okay. I need some coffee. More coffee. NQ needs coffee also. Double top? Maybe. Yeah, that could be a double top. Yes. Anything can happen. Yeah, but I don't want to see a double top here either. I just want NQ to break out here so I can end my day. I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. I put a stop loss a little bit above break even in case we have another crazy news candle. And then I have a sale position around 680. A little bit before 680. Go. Do it. Okay, I got stop out there. I'm out. This price action is crazy. I don't like it. It's boring. I do think there's a high probability that it's gonna go and retest yesterday highs, but I'm done. I made 8,200. I'm done. 2 trades, 1 red, 1 green. Day is done for me. 8,200, copy trading multiple accounts. That's my day. Horrible price action, especially on NQ. I'm good with that money. And I'll be here again tomorrow. We're having a very, very, very good winning strike. If we take out Friday, because I told you guys, Fridays are not my day. But I'm happy with my trades today. So it's just like it's 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 difficult when you have a price action like this. So I have a rule that I cannot take more than 3 trades per day. The first one can be red, that's fine. No problem with that. The second one can be red too, but if the third one is red, it means I'm not reading correctly the market. Obviously, that didn't happen today, thankfully, but that's a good rule to have, because if you have 3 red days, doesn't matter how choppy the market is. I'm not reading correctly the market, because if the market is choppy and I'm taking trades, it means it's my fault that I'm trading this BS market, right? So 3 red days, I'm sorry, 3 red trades, you're out. That didn't happen today, but it's good to keep it in mind that so you don't blow up your accounts. We had 2 very nice trades. The first one red because I got stop out with news, but we took exactly the same trade the second time. We made money. I got a stop out right now on a fake out, it looks like. But I'm happy with my day, to be honest, guys. Sometimes it's just better to take your money and just keep going with your day. NQ is very choppy. Very choppy. Yes, very, very strong. Very clean uptrend here. Besides this, which was news. But yeah. Yes, very clean. It looks like it wants to retest all-time highs. Let's see if that's gonna happen and how it's gonna react there. Look at Apple. Anyone in Apple? Apple had a beautiful, beautiful flag holding the VWAP all morning. And now it's breaking out. You're in Apple? Nice. Once I'm done here, do you normally trade more on your own? Honestly, um, if I have 3 strikes, no. Well, I try my best to not do it. I try my best to not trade all day, because the idea to trade, at least for me, is it's to be completely free financially, mentally, and also with my time. I don't want to be sitting on my computer all day. And there's another thing that is like, it is proof that your brain cannot handle stress for too long. So the more stress you have here, the less good decisions you're gonna take. And if for me, if I take a good trade in the morning and if I try to keep trading in the afternoon, most of the time I'm gonna get back that money. It's very rare for me to have a green morning and then come in the afternoon and keep that money or make more. Man, look at this. And also another thing to think about is what type of trader are you? Because I like taking like base hits trades and then just be done with my day, right? Other people, they like to take like possible big move. So if you trade like that, let's just say a trade that I took today, it would have been just keeping my stop loss and not moving my stop loss higher, just keep it like where it was when I entered it, which was here. So just keeping my stop loss here and then just see if my PT was correct, which was all-time highs, right? And you could have done that. I could have done that. But again, because I'm the type of trader that like taking base hits with futures, with options, no, but with futures, yes. So I'm fine just looking Enki just keep going higher and be done with my day. But again, you need to know what works for you. Also, trading futures compared to options is a little bit different. And if you're using prop firms that it has intraday drawdown, that's another thing also that it's better to log profits until you build a buffer so you don't have to deal with the intraday drawdown. Hey Modelita, what happened to your 20 accounts? I have, right now, I have 40, 35 accounts. So I have more than 20. But if you're asking for the challenge, I blew up the account from the challenge. Like what I don't do well with the challenge. I think it's because I put too much pressure on me. Like I trade the challenge. I don't know why, but whenever I do the challenge, I blew up the account. If I don't do the challenge, I trade fine. So I think I'm putting extra pressure on me without any real reason because I'm just trading here. Like I do exactly the same thing over and over again every single day here when I come to YouTube and live stream. But yeah, I don't know. I've done 3 challenges. The first one, I blew up the account like pretty fast. The second one, I did make money off of it. The third one, I blew up the account. I was doing very, very good on a very difficult market. Like the market at that time, it was extremely choppy, and I was doing pretty good for like I did pretty good for like 2 or 3 weeks. But then I started to feel like I was having a very hard time trading because at that time the market it was extremely difficult. So most of the time, I was taking trades, but it was taking a toll on me. So I came here one day feeling like I didn't want to trade, but because I was doing the challenge, I pretty much forced myself to trade, and that day I blew up the account. Even though I woke up not wanting to trade that day. So yeah, whenever I do the challenge, I don't do well. So I don't need to do a challenge. I just come here every single day and I trade and I do fine. I do fine like that. It's like you talking with a woman. It's like when I play pickleball with my friends, I play awesome, and then when I go to a tournament, I play so bad. Like it's just I guess I don't do well with high stress moments. I don't know. Another weird week here. Uh, this time with NQ. You guys also have that? And thank you, B. Yeah, I play pickleball. In fact, I have a singles tournament on Friday. It's my first time playing singles on a tournament. And I'm pretty nervous. Look at NQ. It's gonna go to my PT. Anyone still holding that? Oh yeah, it's definitely very, very important to understand what works for you and what doesn't. Like some people can't swing trade because the stress of holding a position overnight, it just can't deal with it. So that's fine, just day trade, right? Like some people hate trading futures or options, so you just go with whatever works for you. There is 1,000 ways of trading. All works. It's just like people that love having a bunch of indicators. I hate seeing charts with a bunch of indicators because I'm just like, why? Like, I can't, or a bunch of lines. Have you seen like people that have like 1,000 lines? And I'm just like, how do you know what's the real level, what is not? Like, how do you trade that? Like, how do you read a chart that it had like 1,000 levels? But again, if it works for you, just go with your 100 levels. Still holding? You're still holding? Awesome. Yeah, just what I do, it's I take profits a little bit before my PT. Because sometimes that can happen, or sometimes you can have like a very strong week there. So just keep that in mind. Yes, it's having trouble near all-time highs. What's my Insta? I don't have an Insta for trading. Okay, people keep asking about Microsoft, guys. Whenever you have a stock that it has a huge like gap up or move, or like Microsoft had a big move yesterday, it is extremely normal to have a pullback the next day. Like that is normal. That is not weird. That is pretty normal, right? So Microsoft is pulling back to a very strong support. I don't know if it's gonna hold it. Maybe. So far, it looks like it wants to hold it. So all you gotta do is be patient. Be patient. Again, be patient and wait for a clear indication that Microsoft is gonna hold that level. So you can do two things. What I will do is what I said a bunch of times today. Just wait for a break of the VWAP. That's what I will do. But you can just put a line, like a trend line, because we can see it has a very clear, strong downtrend there, right? So you can wait for a bullish engulfing candle on the 5 minutes, breaking the downtrend. Again, just watch the stream yesterday. If you watch the stream yesterday where I explain you how uh look for good entries and how to read price action, you will have the answer for the Microsoft possible trade today. So for today, you can wait either for the downtrend break or you can wait for the VWAP break. Both are valid. I will not do that. I will wait for Microsoft to hold 440, 440, 441 with a bullish candle on a bigger time frame, like the 30-minute. That will be good. What I'm looking here today is like I would prefer to wait for tomorrow, to be honest. I would like to see Microsoft just consolidating at support today and then just wait for tomorrow for a good entry. Again, if can hold 440, 441. But it's on a very clean downtrend today, so no reason to try to catch the bottom here. You need a trend break. And there's so many good trades, like why wasting your time on something that is not giving you an A+ setup at the moment? When you're trading break and retest of pre-market highs and lows or previous highs and lows, are you trading any other type of setups? Okay, the break and retest setups is not like a setup. It's been around forever. It's nothing new. It's just like it's called now the break and retest, but it's simple. It is you just want to see a previous resistance showing you that now is support. That's it. So if you're trading long and you're like Enki, right? I was looking for a long. Why? Because the market it's been crazy bullish the past few months. Okay, one, the trend is bullish. Two, the market every single day keeps doing exactly the same thing. Pull backs early morning and then goes up and then does a break and retest to previous all-time PDH or pre-market highs. So again, what happened in the past most likely happens in the future. Two, if you're going for a long play, you want to see resistance showing you that now is support. So forget about setups. Just look for basic technical analysis, right? Any setup can work. A break and retest work, a head and shoulders work, a what else? Like everything. Falling wedge, rising wedge, everything works. You just need the right, you just need to understand price action, right? If the price action is showing you that the market is clearly bullish and it's been bullish for a month, you see a head and shoulder. It could work, but is it a A plus setup? Let's see. Let's do some like school test here. If the market is bullish and you see a clear head and shoulder, is that a plus setup? I'm waiting for you guys to tell me. Can it work? Maybe. Is that an A plus setup? Hell no. Why is not an A plus setup? Because you're going against the trend. Can it work? Yeah. It's a setup. Yes. But you're going against the trend. Exactly. You need an inverse head and shoulder. Again, can it work? Yes. It is a setup. Yes. It's a valid setup. Yes. It's not an A plus setup. Apple. Again, watch yesterday's stream. You are gonna see your trading so much different, and it is so simple. Like literally it's so simple. We just try to be a smart ass, trying to catch bottoms and tops. What we only need to do is just follow the trend and see what the market has been doing the past few days, and you just keep doing that. So if the market's been crazy bullish the past few days and it's keep holding supports, you just wait for that. Even let's just say you see the market today, you can have an like a day like intraday bearish move. You can have that, yes. But what it's been happening the past few days when the market it's intraday bearish, like it's bearish like in the morning. What did happen after that? It pulls back to previous day low or pre-market low, it holds and then just rips. It's Andrea. You trade supply and demand? I trade, yes, basically. So this is how I trade. Pretty simple. I trade, I try my best to trade with the trend, because when you trade with the trend, you're gonna be able to catch bigger move and it's easier, less stressful. One, trade with the trend. I trade futures most of the time, and I try my best to only trade 4 levels. Like I keep my, let's just say, chart clean with 4 levels now. Pre-market highs and lows, previous day highs and low. That's it. ES and NQ. That's it. 4 levels, ES and NQ, trade with the trend. That's all you need. That's all you need. Especially if you're having trouble with consistency, just keep it simple, make it easy for you. Then if you've been trading, I don't know, for like 10 years, 5 years, you're very consistent, you can go ahead and try it out, like swing trading and I don't know, penny stocks if you want, Bitcoin, anything. You can do anything. Like reading a chart, it's the same thing. Like I can, if you really know how to read price action, you can trade anything. Well, I wouldn't say penny stocks, because with penny stocks, you really need to understand volume. But let's just forget about penny stocks. Let's just say you want to trade forex, you want to trade futures, options, day trading options, swing trading options, sell options. You can do anything. Exactly. Keep it simple, stupid. My favorite prop is Tradeify. And I'm pretty much done here. Do you guys want me to look any charts? Go through some charts? Yes, it's clearly having a lot of trouble at all-time highs. I trade my own money in props. Okay, let's go through charts and we're done. Do I trade gold? Not really. I think I only traded gold like maybe max 5 times. ARM, let's see. ARM. Well, ARM is gone. Not much we can do here. Very nice flag here. I think just putting an alert at previous all-time highs. That's the best move with ARM. In fact, I'm gonna put my alert there. One day it's gonna come back here. This is looking just like MU, just like AMD, like pretty much everything. One day it's gonna come back here. And that's when I want to trade ARM. Let's go with AMD. Same thing pretty much. One day it's gonna fill this gap, and it's most likely it's gonna have a bounce. After filling this gap, you're gonna see a bounce here, most likely, and one day it's gonna go back and retest previous all-time highs. And that's when I really want to trade that. Like, I really want to trade AMD there. Around 270s, 280, 270s. And it's very far from that level, but that's fine. I'm just gonna keep, what I do is just day trade futures, stack my profits, stack my money in the bank, and then when I see very, very, very good opportunities, I buy shares or I swing trade options. That's what I do. Okay, that's AMD. The small gap above on where? Okay, let's go with now. Okay, this is a very interesting chart now. I like this 125 pullback. Look how 125 was a very clear resistance in the past. It looks like now it's acting as support, so I do like this pullback a lot. The problem that I have here is that it has a gap here, right? So it could just pull back here to 125, 123, and then just keep going higher, right? And most likely it's gonna go higher and fill this gap above. So I like this. But if cannot hold 124, 123, I think it's gonna go lower and fill this gap. right? So you have, it's 50-50 there, but I do like a lot this support hold here. So really nice pullback today. Very nice pullback today here on now. Snow, okay. Ooh, snow. Let me clean this. It has a huge gap below, so I have a rule that I do not go long on a stock that it has big gaps below. So that's a rule that I have. So unless I fill this gap, I will not be looking for long plays where snow is right now. Can it keep going higher? Yes. It can go a little bit lower here and then at the beginning of the gap and then just keep going higher. Yes. But again, I do not go long on stocks that have gaps below, especially on a huge gap like this one here on snow. So in fact, I'm gonna put a alert here because I really like this chart if can fill this gap. So big watch for me if can fill this gap. That's what I would love to see on snow. Let's see Marvel. Oh, by the way, this is how I find like swing trading charts. That this is how I find charts for swing trading. I just go through a bunch of charts and I see if I like a level for a pullback. If it has a gap, I wait for the gaps to get filled, or I wait for the price action to enter the gap and then I put alerts and that's it. I don't wait for it, I just put alerts. And then whenever that alerts get pop off on my trading view, I know what to trade. Or I know what I want to trade there. Marvel, it's gone. Like, it's gone. Like, I will not be buying here. Pretty much gone. A pullback to 220, 225 would be nice. But right now, it's just gone. Not much you can do here. But yeah, pullback here would be nice. If you have a pullback, that would be an awesome break and retest opportunity to play the upside continuation. If it holds, obviously. Let's see SoFi. SoFi, I wouldn't be trading this. It's very choppy, to be honest. Again, I like to keep it simple. I just go with charts that I has easy read for me. So yeah, I don't like this chart. It's too choppy. But a pullback here and fill the gap that it has below, it could give you a nice bounce there, but I think there's way better charts to trade. TSM, it's gone also. It's gone. A pullback to this 420, 417 level will be nice. But yeah, it's gone. Very clear. It's gonna go to 450. 450 is around psychological number, so I do think it's gonna go there. I think the opportunity to enter was here at 390, 390, 385. That was the entry. You can see how it was resistance before and then acted a lot support. So that was your entry. It has a gap below, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one day that gap is gonna get filled, So that will be an awesome pullback opportunity to buy the dip. So I don't know when that gap is gonna get filled or how, but one day it's gonna get filled. So that's when I'm gonna be ready to trade TSM to the upside. Um, let's see, Netflix. Ooh, that is ugly. Look how beautiful this rejection was. That was so perfect. So perfect. Huh. These are very choppy chart. Very clean downtrend. Netflix, it could hold here, maybe. Or maybe here. So I don't know. I don't really like Netflix. Um, it's on a very clear downtrend, and you have these two main levels to watch, support levels to watch. So those will be your two best levels to watch if you want to trade Netflix. Okay, Microsoft is looking way better now. Look at the 30-minute candles on Microsoft now. That's a better indication that it wants to hold. That's better. Way better. I will still wait for tomorrow. But yeah, look at the 30-minute candles. You can see it has an ugly reaction candles, and then the candles start to get smaller, smaller, and smaller. And you have a lot of wicks below. Whenever you see wicks, that's clear indication that the level is important. So now it's looking way better. Way better. You want to see a strong bullish engulfing 30-minute candle at least. But me, I will still wait for a VWAP break. If you want to day trade it, if you want to swing trade it, I will wait for tomorrow because I want to see how the daily candle close. But that's just me. Let's see, Broadcom. I haven't checked Broadcom in a while. Okay, this is a very interesting chart because you had a lot of consolidation at support. That's a plus setup for buying either long-term options or shares. Like, look how much consolidation you had at support at 400, 390. That was your entry. That was the entry on Broadcom. And the bigger, you guys have always say, the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the boom boom. So you had Broadcom consolidating for almost 2 months, and now you have a strong, very strong bullish breakout. So beautiful, beautiful consolidation and breakout. And now all you want to see is Broadcom holding above 440. Your previous resistance, you want to see it acting as support. So you have a huge, this is beautiful, like clean, clean, clean setup for long-term play. You have strong breakout, right? You have the, it's a very clean flag. Strong breakout, consolidation for almost 2 months, and then boom. Clean. There's so many charts that are so clean if we zoom out and see the bigger picture. That's why I like trading watching bigger time frames. Like, this is perfect. Doesn't this PA is worse than Vietnam? um, what else? Let's see. Oh, Amazon. Amazon, beautiful, beautiful pullback to previous all-time highs. See how we always see a retest of previous all-time highs? Really nice. It's just like I hate trading Amazon. Amazon's too choppy. Look at this chop mess. You have a bunch of retest of previous all-time highs that it keeps bouncing off of it. So again, everything that happened in the past most likely keep happening in the future, and we just keep taking the same trades until it doesn't work. So you have a lot of bounces off of previous all-time highs. It looks good. I don't like trading at Amazon. It's too choppy intraday. But yeah, it looks good. This hold, it looks pretty good. And okay, what's that? This is gone also. I don't see anything to trade here, to be honest. Maybe a pullback to this level. Yeah, but it's gone. It's been up, very bullish. Yeah, very bullish, very strong. Maybe again. So you just gotta wait for pullbacks and maybe keep buying the dip after pullbacks, because it's what it's been doing for a couple of months. Crazy move on this year so far. Look at this. From the start of the year to what it is right now, it's up 100, almost 181%. That's insane. Okay, I think that's it for today. Um, yeah, MU, it's insane. I think we went through that chart the beginning of the stream. Let's go again. Yeah, this is insane. Yeah, I will definitely just put an alert at previous all-time highs and then forget about it. It's gonna retest previous all-time highs. That always happens. Always. Always. Okay, guys, I'm done. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Awesome day today. ¿Eres de Puerto La Cruz? Yes. That's my hometown. Yes. I'll see you guys again mañana, like always on YouTube from Monday till Thursday. Trading live with you guys. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, I'm pretty life-changing game. Tandis, everybody chasing tandis. Hey, I run in everything, the future looking trendy. Body dive, Robbie, that we never learned a lesson. Every day's a new attention, market got obsession. Yeah. Gel exploding 30% in a single day. Microsurging on the chips that AI gotta pay. Data center rising like cities made of light. Algorithms trading algorithms deep into the night. AI writing code, AI making video scenes. Automation creeping into every workflow stream. If AI does the work and the labor fades away, who's left to buy the product at the end of the day? Traders glued their headlines, eyes locked on the screen. Situation room meetings, nothing's what it seems. Decision coming soon, but it drags into delay. Future spike, futures crash, then they fade away. One tweet moves billions, one rumor sparks to run. Refreshing every second like it's chasing the sun. Is this innovation or a bubble in disguise? A new digital empire or a system overhyped? But nobody agrees. Staying silent hits the market like a storm through the thieves. Tandies, now the whole world's sending Tandies. In the age of AI and endless trading dreams, we don't just chase tendies, we bring reality. Yeah. Markets making all-time highs, everything in overdrive. Every day I went from gaming rigs to power in the AI hive. Google keeps climbing while the bears still wait for the fall. Every dip gets bought back like it never dropped at all. Apes in the trenches, YOLO bets on fire. Diamond hands locked tight as the candles climb higher. Gamma squeezes ripping through the options chain. FD's up in flames, a pretty life-changing game. Tandies, everybody chasing Tandies.